think we got time for one more, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, Jocko. As far as self-improvement and getting after it goes, whose standard should one measure themselves by?
So, who do I use as a standard to measure myself by? It's really everyone and no one. Because there's people in the world that have skills and strength and talent that I will never have. I won't. I mean, some of these notions that you can be whatever you want to be as long as you want it bad enough, those are not true. They're fairy tales. We all have limitations. And I don't have the right genes to be an Olympic weightlifting champion. I don't have the right genetics to be an Olympic champion sprinter or a gymnast or whatever sport you want to name. Now, sure, if I trained my whole life, perhaps I could have achieved some high level in those sports, but I can tell you I do not have the DNA to be the best in the world in those categories. So, what does that mean? Does that mean that I give up? Does that mean that I quit? Of course not. Not at all. It means that I'm going to try to be the best that I can be. The strongest, the fastest, the smartest human that I can become. That's what I'm going to go for. And I will compare myself to others and look at them and see what they're doing, and I'll say that it is possible. How close can I get to that greatness? How close can I get to that glory? But the reality is that my glory, it doesn't happen in front of a crowd. It doesn't happen in a stadium. It doesn't happen on a stage. There's no medals handed out. My glory happens in the darkness of the early morning, in solitude, alone, where I try. And I try, and I try again to be everything that I possibly can be. The best that I possibly can be. Better than I was yesterday. And better than other people thought I could be. Faster and stronger and smarter, and with one victory that no one can ever take away from me. A victory that is earned every single day. A victory of determination and will and discipline. And a victory that is achieved because I will not stop. And I think that's all I've got for tonight. So once again, thanks to everyone for listening and downloading and supporting the podcast through the various options that we have to do so. Echo, what are those options?
If you care about supplementation, the good kind that work, go to Onnit. Onnit supplements. Alpha Brain for your brain, make you smarter, make quicker decisions, memory, all that stuff. Proven to work, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I did.
You know, some supplements, they don't prove. They just say, hey, this is what's in it. That's it. These ones are proven. And you can even go on the website, look at all their research. It's cool. Anyway, onnit.com/Jocko, 10% off. Boom. Or before you do your Amazon shopping, just remember to go to jockopodcast.com or jockostore.com. Just click on the Amazon link.
And then we get a little cut to support the podcast.
It's like passive supporting. It's like easy,
But it costs you nothing.
Costs you nothing.
You're actually just
getting after it,
really.
Really.
But you're supporting the podcast for free.
Yep.
That's pretty
Dig
legit.
it. That is legit. Or if you like the shirts and mugs and stuff, if you're into that, which I know I am. They're pretty cool. I do add like layers to the shirts. They're not just a cool saying or discipline equals freedom. That's it. There's like more to it. It's like you're saying I don't know. Anyway, shirts are cool in my opinion. If that's your opinion as well, look at.
So you're saying there's a whole nother level of cool to the shirts that you make?
I think they're cool, but I don't want to make that.
I would tend to agree
assessment.
with you,
Yeah,
actually.
Hey, there you go. But I don't want to be like, hey, they're cool, and then people go there, be like, they have a different opinion.
Yeah.
They're not cool. I don't want to be the guy pushing not cool stuff. I think they're cool. Go to jockostore.com. If you think they're cool, go ahead, get one or two.
And that's also supporting the podcast, and you're getting a cool shirt.
Totally
So
does.
cool. We dig that.
Yeah, and I use the actually people ask me this, so it is relevant. What kind of shirts do I use? I use the blended one, poly cotton blend.
So they're high quality.
There's a bunch of different kinds. There's a really light one, and then there's like a medium but still soft, and that's the one I chose because the light one, it's good, and I like those a lot. But some people might not.
Too light.
Too light, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But I figured that out, but they're dope. Anyway, they're the high quality ones. They're not the ballpark giveaway shirts. That
Quality
people get.
items.
Yeah, they're good. Anyway, there you go. JockoStore.com. Check them out for yourself. And then there you go.
Well, also you can support the podcast by reviewing it on iTunes or Stitcher or Google Play or whatever you listen to it on. And that helps promote the podcast and spread the word. So take a couple minutes and write a review. And I read them. So say something cool in there. Say something cool, and then I'll talk about it. It'll be in my brain. So I like that. They don't let you respond to them on iTunes, though. Like, I can't say, like, hey, man, thanks.
Yeah, because essentially it's a review. It's not like a conversation.
I know,
thing,
but it should be. It should be a conversation. So I could be like, hey, man, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
That
for
would
sure.
be cool.
Well, but then again, if people think that you're gonna like respond to it, they might not be even accurate.
Oh, that's true.
So
well, if you say something cool, you know what some people have done? They've like taken a screenshot of it and then put it on Twitter, and that way I can be like, oh, that's cool, man.
That's all. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
awesome. Appreciate it. Or I can say, hey, good point.
Yep.
We'll think about that.
Yeah.
We'll make some adaptations, perhaps. Perhaps not.
But getting a screenshot of their iTunes review, that's a message in and of itself that's saying, hey, I put a review on iTunes.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, hey, the audio's too quiet. It's not that. If they wanted to tell you that, they'd tell you that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or
Well, then,
but
they're at least they're showing.
Right.
That, hey, this is funny, because I would like to see like some reviews. Like, there's some people that write reviews that I laugh at because they're funny.
Yeah,
they're like, I am definitely getting after it tonight. You know what I go? That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy I talk to all the time, Brady, he'll like shop at Amazon and he'll be like, click, screenshot.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You're the man.
So that's cool. Appreciate that. And also, of course, if you want to continue this conversation like we just talked about, or you want to ask questions, or you want to give us feedback, or you want to send us a screenshot of your Amazon purchase, or you just want to kick it with us, then you can find us on the interwebs on Twitter. Echo Charles is at Echo Charles, and I am at Jocko Willink. We are also there with Facebook and the Instagram. And we do appreciate what you do for us. The questions, the support, the comments, the fact that all of you are out there getting better, putting these principles to work on the battlefield, in your business, in your personal life. I've seen a bunch of SEAL buddies that I have, and they're into it. They're listening, and they're giving me feedback. And that is worth everything to me. To know, and I get a bunch of emails from Marines, from cops, from firefighters that they tell me they are putting this stuff to work. I get emails from business people that they're putting this stuff to work, and that's what we're doing this for.
Yep.
And so that's what inspires me to do this and keep doing this, and for me to push myself, because you are pushing yourself out there, earning that victory every single day by going out there and getting after it. And so, until next time, this is Echo and Jocko. Out.